It's your girl, ChonitaNicole, and welcome to Do Dream On if you're new, and if you're already a dreamer, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Okay, today, y'all know I'm so excited. I told you guys last week when we did the unboxing from Heat Transfer Warehouse that we were going to get it popping with these Sublimation shirts. All right, these shirts are all 100% cotton. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yes, you heard me correctly. All of them are 100% content. All of them. And what we did was, well, what I did was I sublimated on all three of these shirts. This shirt I sublimated on Easyweed Glow. This is from Heat Transfer Warehouse. You can get the link down below. I am an affiliate with them, so do know that I do get a small percentage for anything you click on the link down below, but no additional cost to you. So make sure y'all click on my links, y'all. So this is Easyweed Glow. Okay, and that is for this I put a spell on you shirt. All right. Then this right here is Siser Holographic Mystic Pearl. Now, I love this. The camera doesn't even pick it up like it should. These are two Gildan shirts, and this is Anvil, but they're all 100% cotton. And when you watch the video, I'll show you all of that stuff. But this looks so good because it, like, the camera can't really seem like it picks it up. But can you see that? It's like, it's so nice. Like I tell you in the video, you do want to be careful on what colors you use with this because it has, you know, a certain tint already. So you want to make sure that you use the correct colors when you use these. But it turns out so good. Can y'all? Oh, so good. Okay. And then this shirt right here, we use the Thermoflex Frosty Clear Matte. All right. Let me show you this one. Okay. So, without further ado, just go ahead and watch the video, and then I may come back and kick it with y'all after. Okay? Let's go. Okay, guys, as promised last week, we are using Heat Transfer Warehouse. We are going to be using the Siser Holographic Mystic Pearl. We are going to be using the Thermoflex Frosty Clear Matte. Okay. And then we are going to be using the Easyweed Glow. All right. And these are the names, and I will have the links down below. As you guys know, I am an affiliate with Heat Transfer Warehouse, so I do get a small percentage. However, there's no additional cost to you, and we're going to be putting these lovely colors on these 100% cotton shirts. Let me grab them. All right, so this is the Gildan. Don't look at my nails, y'all. They're so bad. 100% cotton. Another Gildan 100% cotton. And this is actually Anvil. Still 100% cotton. Okay, so now we are in our Cricut design space. And what we're going to do is we're going to input the images, okay? So I uploaded these already, and these are going to be the 3 once it loads that I'm going to be using today. So once they load, I'll show you what we do. Okay, these 3 are the images that I'm going to be using today. Let's just start off with the Fresh Prince. So what we're going to do is we are inside of Cricut design space, so you know it's only a certain amount of inches that we can print out inside of here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make it a little bit wider. So we're going to go the wider approach. Let's see how wide it could get. Okay, 9.2, 6.5. We're going to lock it there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to offset. And we want the offset. We don't want it that large. I think I'm going to go to 0.111. So I'm using a 0.111. And then you see how it has the hazard sign on there because it's too big. What we're going to do is this black right here, let's make it green so it could be more like Fresh Princey. So we're going to make it green. So this is what's actually going to be our clear vinyl. All right. So you want it a little bit larger than the image because one, the vinyl it's said that the vinyl sometimes may shrink, and then we just want to make sure that all of the sublimated ink is going to be inside of the vinyl. All right, so right here we're going to go to operations because we don't want a print then cut. We want this to be a basic cut. All right, and you see with the basic cut, it allowed us to cut because we can cut that large. So this is how we're going to do it, and we wanted the 9.2 to be the width because this is going to be going over my chest, and then the 6.542 is going to be the height of the image. You guys know we are restricted to this size in Cricut because that's just the way it goes. Now you can do this in silhouette, and what you could have done was you could have made it the size that you wanted, and then you could have printed the image out and then cut around it with one of the paper cutters or cut the vinyl out with one of the paper cutters or with one of the X-Acto knives, but we're just going to try to make it as easy as possible for us, okay? So we're going to sublimate print this out, and then we're going to cut this out with the vinyl. All right, so that's what we're going to do for the first one. Let's go ahead and save it. We're going to save it. We're going to print this out, and we're going to make it. So when we print it out, as you know, all sublimation has to be mirrored. You guys know I use the Workforce Epson 7720 and that it automatically mirrors it. But if not, then you have to make sure that you mirror it. And then of course the vinyl just is a cutout. Okay, that's for all sublimation. You want to mirror the images. So I'm going to go ahead, print these out, and then we're going to set up the other ones. Okay. Okay, so for this one, as you see, that's 7.8 and 9.431 is too large. That hazard is over there. So what we're going to do for this one, R.I.P. Nip and Pot, I do not, okay, and here's the disclaimer. I do not know who the artist for this is. I am not selling this. I am not reselling this. I literally am just printing this out for this tutorial and for myself. That's all. So shout out to whoever this dope artist was. Much respect. No disrespect. I'm literally just using it for my tutorial. I love how they even have the marathon on the bottom of his shoe. This is out cold. And then Pac, Nip, and Biggie in the back. This is so out cold. We're going to unlock it here. When you unlock it, you can change the width and the height up here or by moving it. I always like moving it down here so I can see what looks good, right? So once again, you know the width is going to be a little larger because it's going to be going across my chest. All right, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do an offset. Okay, we're going to do that offset. Now this going to be like that holographic around it. That should look good. I'm going to change the operation to basic cut. Bam. Okay. Okay, so for our last image, we are going to go ahead and insert this. Now, I don't know how I want to do this one. This one is tricky for me because I don't know if I want to just do a circle for the glow in the dark around it, or if I wanted to cut all of these things. You see all of that? Ugh, I don't know. It just seemed like so tedious, right? I seriously just don't know. We're going to unlock it. Definitely going to be 9 point. All right. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I want the Cricut to cut all around it like that. Because some parts, like you see that circle right there, it doesn't have to cut right there. Let me do the offset. Let's see how the offset is going to apply it and see what happens. I'm going to leave this offset bigger. Let's see. Oh, good. Never mind. The offset didn't do it as bad as I thought it was going to do. Yes, offset is so bomb. So the offset didn't go all into there like that. It's just going to do a clean outline. Oh, I'm so happy. I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, this is the bomb. All right. So we're going to do 0.111 for this one too. But you know what? We're going to have to mirror this one. Okay, so this is going to be the glow in the dark vinyl, and then this is going to be the printout sublimation. All right, so we have to make sure this is a basic cut for the vinyl there. All right. Okay, so for this one, as I stated, it's a basic cut. We had to go to operation, change it to basic cut. Now for this one, you are going to have to mirror the sublimation image as well as the vinyl when you cut it, okay? Because it has all of these different sides. So with this, my Epson Workforce 7720 automatically mirrors it. However, I'm going to have to click the mirror for this. So we're going to click make it. I'm going to go to the basic cut, and then I'm going to go ahead and click mirror so that it can match when I print out this sublimation image, okay? So this is going to be the glow in the dark, and I'm going to keep my regular settings, and we're going to go ahead and it's going to be regular vinyl settings, and we're going to go ahead and get this cut, and then I'm going to meet you over at my heat press. Remember, anytime you're doing shirts, you want to lint roll and pre-press it to get the moisture out. All right. Now remember our little hat. You want to get some alcohol. And you can use a garment or whatever you want. And put the alcohol. I'm using my coffee filters to put some alcohol. And where I'm going to put the adhesive, I'm going to let it dry up under here. It doesn't take that long to dry because the heat press is on 320. So it doesn't take that long to dry. You just dab it, get it a little damp, and then you let it dry so that it can adhere better. Now, with this, it was a little tricky. I'm not going to lie because it's really thin. So what happens here, you see this? You see how thin this is? It's really, really thin. It's really thin, so you have to be very careful because look how thin it is. It's thin and kind of frosty. And then we're going to set it on there. And we're going to use a Teflon sheet. I'm going to set it on there. We're going to use our ruler to get it centered. Okay. It's nice on there. You can tape it down if you want. We're going to just tape it down. We're going to use our Teflon sheet. So go ahead and press it. So now it says press for 5 seconds. And then peel it off, cold peel, and then press for 5 more seconds. All right, so we pressed it. And what we're going to do is we're going to let it cool off because it said press for a cold peel. Scoot you on in so I can see how it looks. Because it's clear, so it looks a little different. We're going to let it completely cool off. Then we're going to press it again for 5 more seconds. So now you could actually see the difference in it. We're going to let it completely cool off and press it for 5 more seconds. So while we let that cool off, I'm going to just cut those edges around because we do not need that when we're pressing this image, okay? Okay, so this should be completely dry. Cool. There we go. And we can pull it completely off. Okay? So let me show you what it looks like. And because we only did 5 seconds and we're supposed to do another 5 seconds, but I know I'm going to put this on for like 35 seconds, you want to make sure it's all down. But let me show you what it looks like. Can you see that? It's like a little shiny kind of frosty area. That's what it looks like. So now we are going to, we're going to get our butcher paper. Now you can put it in the inside if you want. I'm going to. If you feel like you don't have to, you don't have to, but I'm going to put it in the inside for the butcher paper because I just want to make sure it doesn't bleed through. Okay? And then we are going to take the Fresh Prince image that has been mirrored. We're going to place it down. Now remember, it should be a little bit, it should be in the inside here because it has to be on this. And today I'm using text print. Now I want to make sure it's in here because it's black and we don't want no mess ups. Okay? Okay, so we're going to tape it down. Make sure everything is covered up. I'm using text print paper. I'm using Cricut tape. I'm going to cover it. And we're doing this 386 for 35 seconds. All right, y'all. I'm so nervous. Let's see. Okay. Scoot it over so y'all can see it with me. I'm nervous. Doom, doom, doom. Ooh, ooh, looky, looky. Okay, so it looks super good. This is what happens, y'all. Look, it got all the ink off. This went inside of Okay, so it's kind of thin. So it literally went inside of the cotton. So look at this. Let me take this out. It did it really good. I could have maybe even did it a little less because this is such a thin layer. I was showing you how thin the layer is. The thin layer like went inside of the cotton. So it's like, it feels really smooth. It doesn't feel hard or rubbery or anything, but it feels like it kind of like melted inside of the actual cotton, which is cool. Look how good these colors are though. I mean, look at that green. The green is so neon. The black, look how black it is. Ooh-wee. This is so good. And it's like like I said, it kind of like melted inside of the cotton or something. This is good. I like it. I like it a lot. And this is 100% cotton. This is 100% cotton shirt. Can y'all see that? Don't look at my nails. But y'all, this looks so good. You want to make sure that everything, so you know that, okay, everything is laid down. Everything is smoothed in. It looks so good. It melted right in here. Now, you have to use white. White is the best color for this clear because it's clear. And you see even like the white kind of came through a little bit. Because it's clear, it's going to melt inside of a color shirt. And whatever color that is will come through. Does that make sense? So it kind of like melts inside the shirt. Because remember, we only were supposed to press it at 305 for 5 seconds. I pressed it for 320 for 5 seconds. It was a mistake, but that's what I pressed it on. And then it actually doesn't need that much heat. So when you sub on it, that's why I could even did 30 seconds. I'm going to do 30 seconds. And because, you know, I want to just make sure I'm not putting it too hot on there because it's going right into the fabric. But it turned out super good. I love it. Y'all see that? I can't wait for the wash chest. All right. So now, let's set this one up. I'm excited to see how this one goes up. Nip and pack. Super excited to see how this one goes up. Make sure you use the Teflon sheet. Add a little more pressure. Say medium hard. Alright, and it's supposed to be a cold peel. So I'm going to let it cool off at here and cool off. So we're going to see. All right, this is a cold peel, so I let this cool off. Nice and cool. Be careful when you're moving around and stuff. Then we're gonna put the nip and pop pick on here. Just make sure it's inside of there. I'm gonna tape it down. All right. You don't have to tape it down that much if you don't want to. But if you want to, you know. Make sure it's taped down. Okay. We have our butcher paper. And let's get to pressing. Okay. Whew. All right. see how this one did. Come on, get off here, paper. I mean tape. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, this looks good. And you know I like it because it's like blues and blacks in here. With this one, you want to be... Oh, you can see the gold, though, too. With this one, you want to be careful. Oh, you can see his brown skin, too. Okay. Oh, this looks nice. But you want to be careful of what colors you use. Luckily, I use blue, Nipsey blue, so you could kind of see the colors. Give me a second. Yeah, I put the Fresh Prince one on. You could kind of see the colors, but depending on where you turn it, oh, this is nice. But if you want to just stay with a black or something, it's fine, but it does it, though. You see that? You can see the gold, the brown, the silver, the blue. I think this picture just worked really, really good with it. So be careful with the colors that you use for this one. Oh, these turned out so good. Look at that. Look at that. Right there, you see that pot colors go in? Oh, yeah. Okay. I absolutely love it. I love it. I'm so happy. Let me get y'all a different angle so y'all can look at all of them. Well, this one on, so I'm going to have to take it off so you get a better look at it because I done put it on. But okay, let me get better angles. Oh, I love it. All right, so here is my glow in the dark. Here's my glow in the dark. Okay, I'm going to tape it down. Use our Teflon sheet. All right. So this is the glow in the dark. So excited. Then you have to be very careful with this one because with this, remember we mirrored everything. So you want to make sure you line everything up. And we could even trim it a little more. We can trim it a little more so we can see. Be very careful not to cut it off, but just so we can see the outline of it. So let's get a little closer. Okay. Okay, so you want to be very, very careful when you have something that has designs like this, because you want to make sure it's inside of there. And remember, it kind of shrinks a little bit, so you want to make sure everything is within inside of the perimeters. Okay, so that's why you want to make sure the offset is a little bit bigger, so you can make sure it's hitting the good points. Okay, you don't want it to be over. Okay. So I really could have made this offset one a little bit bigger because it got all those curves and stuff. But we're going to see how it turns out. It's the first time doing it, you know. It looked like I got it like almost perfect. But we're going to see when it actually presses. Okay. So I'm excited to see how this one presses, especially. All right. Woo. So let's see. All right. So it's ready. Let's go ahead and cover it with my butcher paper. It's at 380. I'm going to do it for 35 seconds. Let's see. Glow in the dark. Let's see how this turned out. I'm nervous. I want this one. Oh, I can see it coming through though. Y'all see that? Ooh, so nervous. Oh, sucky, sucky, sucky. Oh, I did the outline good. The size I thought. Okay. Oh, wait, can y'all? I gotta make sure I can see it. Ooh, yes! Oh, I did it perfect. So it's not too much. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, wait. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. 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 Oh my goodness. Can y'all see that? And we gonna try to make it dark in here to see. Let's do the glow. Get it dark. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see it glowing and it ain't even all the way dark. Oh my goodness. Can y'all see that? Y'all can't really see it, but it's glowing. Oh, it's so cute. And I did the edges good, y'all. All the way around. Oh, I'm so happy with it. Oh, goodness. Y'all, I'm so happy. Oh, my goodness. Can y'all see that? Oh, yes. It's so good. These colors. It goes with this purple. Oh, yeah, we did that. We did it. Yay! And I love it because all the way around it will glow when it's in the dark. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, so here are some tips. I know I said this during the video, but I'm going to repeat some of them. All right, you want to make sure that you look up each one of these because there are different directions for any time that you use HGV. You want to make sure you're looking at what where you purchase it from, what they tell you, because you want to make sure you're following those directions. These are all cold peels, but when you sublimate, they're warm peels. So even one of them I peeled when it was hot, and I should have just waited 1 second. I think it was this one, but it was fine because I just laid it back down. But you have to be very, very careful of paying attention to the directions because you can mess it up. These are full cold peels. You guys remember how I did my Siser the metal one I did a while ago? If not, go and watch it. But it's completely cold. You want to make sure they're cold when you first peel it off because it has to adhere. You also know the new directions I've been saying, y'all. Ooh, this hair. We talked about that before. But anywho, got to get it together. But anywho, you want to make sure before you adhere these, you put alcohol on there, let it dry, and then go ahead and put it on it. It helps it stick better. So that's something that Heat Transfer Warehouse has, that I recently saw when I was going over the directions and the instructions, etc. So you want to make sure when using their brand that you do that because it does help stick better, adhere better rather. Let's see. Cold peels. Make sure you're going with the settings. You guys see I did do 320 for most of these, but it still worked out fine. But you just want to make sure you're doing the settings. Then sometimes your heat press you may have to play around with it to get what goes best with yours. But play around with it. These came out so good. And I'm so sad. I actually tried to go and the dark and get it, and it was glowing, but the camera wouldn't pick it up. But this glow in the dark is popping. This is so like smooth inside of the actual shirt. It like goes really smooth inside of there, so that goes good. This one is a little kind of crunchy though, so I'm not gonna, I tell y'all the truth, it's a little crunchy, so it may be better for smaller images because it does, you can feel it. It doesn't feel bad or anything, but it is like, you hear that? It does do that. So you want to be careful with this one because you don't want to mess, your image or anything up. This one is a little softer, and this one is extremely soft. This one is extremely soft. The glow in the dark is softer. It's Easyweed. You could play around with it. This one you want to be careful with it because you don't want to like bend it and mess it up. But these turned out absolutely amazing. I love them. I just love it. I love the way it turned out. You guys know I love sublimation, and I was able to get around this. I love it. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. Ask away. Ask me any questions that you have. I'll be more than happy to let you know. I will be doing a wash update on these, so stay tuned for that. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know when I do that wash update. All right, y'all? I'm so excited. I love it. I'm going to let you guys get a closer look of all the shirts, and then we just wrap this video up, okay? I love y'all. Did y'all know that? I think y'all knew that. But let me go ahead and let y'all get some close-ups of the shirts. Close-up of the shirts. We did that. 100% cotton, y'all. Sublimation, 100% cotton. That's a wrap. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please holler at your girl. Please join our Facebook group, Queen Dreamer, if you have not already. We love it over there. But yeah, y'all, let's get into it. Look at this. It turned out so good. And honestly, I'm not even trying to be funny, but the camera can't even pick up how good it looks. It looks good on here, but y'all look so good in person. Anywho, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Do Dream On is the handle. TikTok, Do Dream On is the handle. Yeah, and ask me any questions. Join the group. All of that good stuff. I love y'all. Did y'all know that? I think y'all knew that. Anywho, y'all be safe out there. You hear? Bye. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.